So next up with the DrMe method, we have the strength section. So what we're doing here, because we're training and developing athletes here, we're just going to go for one set of each, and our main focus is technique. We're not worried about how much you can lift, what speed you're going. It's all about controlled movements, learning the movement patterns, which again is key for when you'd end up lifting weights when you're 17, 18 years old, and take your time. So first exercise we've got are squats. Squats are so important to everyone, but the thing is, they're not taught properly. Even in gyms, you know, your parents go to the gym and that, gym instructors don't have a clue because they haven't come from that strength conditioning world where they're training athletes who lift heavy weights safely. So our first movement is squat. So I'm going to demonstrate a few movements, and then you can come along and do it yourself. So a squat is this. Just notice how slow I'm going down. We're going to pause at the bottom and come up. Slowly down. We're stretching the muscle as we go down, and then up. To the side, I start the movement by pushing my hips backwards. Down, pause, and up. The arms coming up, just keep that good posture in my spine. It avoids us from leaning over too much. Notice how I'm sat back, hips are back, I'm back on the heels, my feet stay flat on the floor all the time. That's good. If you're like 10, 11, 12 years old, literally just go for 5 of these. Nice and slow, get that movement pattern. If you're going into your teenage years and you've got the pattern all sorted out, you may want to add a bit of weight. I've just got a 5 kilo weight plate here, and all we're going to do is hold it in front of us here like this and squat down. Hold and back up. What holding the weight in front of you does, it gets you to work your core just a little bit more. So it's setting you up in the future for when you lift heavier weights. From the side, hips back, heels down, knees out. Good. I'll show you from the front again. Really key, the knees are coming out all the time. Weights on the heels and also slightly on the outside of your feet. Slowly down, pause, and up. And again, if you are like a little bit more used to doing weights, I know, like, you know, it's a bit more strength conditioning in schools now, you can lift heavier, but make sure you've got that technique first. If you can't control the 5 seconds down and then the pause, you're going too heavy, guys. Believe me, learn the proper technique now. In the future, it's going to pay dividends. If you're lifting with poor technique now, it's going to challenge you, you know, with injuries and everything when you get older, guys. So that's the squat. Next up, a push-up. So we all know what a push-up is, but how many of you just fly through the push-ups to get them done as fast as you can? We're going to build strength here for your upper body. So here we go. Push-up position. Keep the hips up. Slowly down. Touch the floor. Pause and up. Tuck those elbows in just slightly. Helps to protect your shoulders. And up. Now, some of you stronger ones who can do push-ups, I challenge you to go that fast. If you can do 10 at a really slow pace there, you're going to be developing that bit of muscle you want in the upper body and the shoulders. For my younger athletes, like my daughter's age, 10, 11 years old, I want you to learn how to do the first part of the push-up, which is slowly down, all the way to the floor, keep the hips up, then lie on the floor. Then use your knees to get back up. Slowly down, and make sure your chest is the first thing to touch the floor, keep the hips up. So, one more, slowly down. Good. So if you're a little bit older and more experienced, go for a few sets of those. If, like you're my daughter's age, 11, 12 years old, literally just do 5 of those at the maximum. Nice and slow on the way down, you'll be safe. Great work, guys. Next up, we have a side lunge. So we want to challenge all different planes of motion, not just squatting and lunging in a front place. When we play sports, we've got to change direction. So we need to strengthen up the hips, the adductors, which are the in thighs. We need to be able to control our body weight. So for this, we're going for a side lunge. Lunge, back up. Lunge, back up. So the challenge is, from that position, to get up in a nice smooth action, back to the middle. And up. Down, lunge, and up. Take your time, slowly down, and up. Again, for your younger ones, and even if you haven't got much experience doing strength training, come lower, just to there. And then as you get stronger, that's when you can go lower. Yep, well done. So that's your side lunge. 10 repetitions will be perfect for that. Lastly, we have a push-up hold. Now, I know a lot of you probably are told to do planks and everything at school. That's just your PE teacher's easy way out. They just want to keep you quiet for 30 seconds, a minute. They're just going to hold you in that plank position. This is a plank that's going to develop strength and that core strength that you need. So what we're going to do, push-up position, go down and hold. Now, how long can you hold that for? Much more challenging than a normal plank on your elbows. When you're tired, just collapse on the floor. But if you can keep it there, keep it there. And if you're really experienced, a bit stronger, leg lifts. And just nice, slow movements. Your core has to make the adjustments as you lift your foot up. Great work. So, if you can last for a minute in that low position, you're really progressing with your strength there. Younger ones, again, 10 seconds would be more than enough with those. And if it's especially my like my daughter's age and everything, you know, young girls playing their football and that, this position, holding it there for 10 seconds, will do really well. So, because strength is one of those things that has to be developed slowly, that's why I've not given like a routine to follow. You just have to follow your instincts here, parents, you know, because I'm talking to you now to support your kids through this. Get them to do the movement patterns first before then really pushing that strength. All these other exercises in this routine are going to challenge them there, but this is their foundational stuff. Move them on slowly, and they get the benefits in the future. Well done.